Hello and welcome back to my channel, Lady T. My name is Nathalie and we are going to continue with Detective Pikachu Returns. Oh, I see the newspapers arrived. You subscribe to a newspaper, Tim. Yeah, it's Rhyme City's daily paper. You never used to read the paper when you lived at home. What changed? Well, I'm a college student now. I thought I should read a newspaper at least. Well, aren't you mature? What are you doing, Tim? Trying to look cool or something? I'm the one who suggested that you start getting a newspaper, you know? As a detective, it's important to be gathering information at all times. I'm sure there's a lot going on every day in a city as big as this one. Checking the newspaper regularly is a good idea. Your mom knows what she's talking about, Tim. Tim and Pikachu activities will be reported in a newspaper the day after a case is solved. Okay. So what are we waiting for? Let's read that newspaper. Looks like they still haven't found the Aurora drop. Inspector Holliday and his team have been searching for the jewel in Cramorant, but there's been no progress on either front. Speaking of Cramorant, he was acting really weird then, wasn't he? According to the article, even Turner didn't know why he acted like that. So Turner didn't order Cramorant to swallow the jewel and escape. Something's really fishy about this whole thing. Heroic Lillipup saves partner. The article's about a woman who got injured inside her house and couldn't move. It says her Lillipup went outside and howled to alert the neighbors. Oh, that's a sweet story. Hey, wait! Look at this photo. Isn't that the woman we met yesterday? The one whose Lillipup ran off? Let me see. You're right. We met her in front of the Denise residence. Her Lillipup was a pretty shy little guy who preferred quiet places. Apparently he kept barking and howling until the neighbors finally noticed. I guess he gathered up all his courage to help his beloved partner. So cute. Could Ribombi hold the secret to developing new medicines? Apparently a new medicine has been developed using Ribombi's pollen puffs. Makes sense, Ribombi makes lots of different kinds of pollen puffs. I hear that pollen puffs have different effects based on the flowers the nectar and pollen came from. I bet how they mix ingredients could be applied to human medicine too. I wonder what kind of pollen puffs that Ribombi was making yesterday. It might come up with something really surprising. But first, this little cutie fly needs to learn how to gather nectar properly. And the daily crossword. I wonder what today's crossword is like. It's surprisingly challenging, so I look forward to it every day. The crosswords are written by readers? Wow, I'm impressed by the people who can make these. Okay, Tim, let's spell it out. Let's see. This Pokemon catches prey with its long tongue. That would be Lucky Tongue. It's got the right number of letters and everything. This Pokemon uses its cute looks to put you off of your guard so it can steal from you. Oh, because of the other quest we did. Meowth? No, not enough letters. Purloin then. This Pokemon always moves together in a well-coordinated group. Phalanx. Based on the squares we've already filled in, I'm guessing this gotta be Phalanx. Hey Pikachu, I feel like we've heard these hints before. Yeah, you're right. This puzzle must have been created by a certain quiz professor.
Right.
Good morning, Mom. Did you sleep okay last night? Yes, just fine, thanks. You have classes today, don't you? I'm actually heading out for an important investigation this morning. Once you're on a case, it's all you can think about. Just like your father. Good grief. Oh, Mom, I don't suppose you've heard from Dad at all. I certainly would have told you if I had. Yeah, that's true. Your wife sure loves you, Harry. Must be nice. This is an actual apple, right? Not an applin. It's just a normal apple, but it sure is hard to tell them apart. Otherwise it's dead now.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah?
That Pikachu, he seems kinda odd, don't you think?
What do you mean?
He is, isn't he? I've never seen a Pikachu that drinks coffee before.
He was your...
Not bad. You have a good eye for detail.
He's your husband's Pikachu, so you should have noticed him before. The morning news is about to start. Oh yeah? Anything interesting? We will see.
This is GNN News. Mayor Myers released a statement today expressing hope that the City Council would pass the Pokemon Friendship Bill.
Someone
The
is
mayor
against
is
that.
planning to deliver a speech today. to rally support for the bill from the citizens of Rhyme City. Now, in other news, local detective Tim Goodman, along with his partner Pikachu, received medals from Mayor Myers in recognition of their service. These great detectives have solved many cases throughout Rhyme City. Together, these two are a shining example of Rhyme City's ideals, and we wish them well in their future endeavors.
Check it out. We're famous.
This is kind of embarrassing.
No emotions at all. Gotta love it. It feels weird to be in the spotlight like this. They're saying good things about us. You're allowed to be pleased by that, Tim. Sounds like the mayor's gonna give a speech about the Pokemon Friendship Bill too. Mayor Myers is Rachel's father. I can't imagine what it's like having the mayor as your dad. Me neither, because he's not my dad. We should get going. While we're out, I wanna buy some more coffee beans. Our supply's running low. Okay. Your usual dark roast, right? Anyway, we're heading out now. Bye, have a nice day. Thank you, you guys too. But we're rude, so we don't say that. Apparently it's... Oh, you sure we were supposed to meet Rachel in front of the High Hat Cafe? Yeah, she should be here by now. I wonder what's keeping her. Please, Papa, just listen to me. That sounded like Rachel. Listen in.
Why don't you understand, Papa? Pokemon don't need to be managed. The people who use them to commit crimes are the real problem.
Rachel, no matter how many times we have this same conversation, I'm not going to change my mind.
You never listen!
Maybe the scientist guy is doing it for the mayor?
Tim.
Is everything okay? Let's just go inside. Because the scientist guy did say he was working for the mayor, so maybe this is what the mayor wants. What were you and your dad talking about? The Pokemon Friendship Bill. They mentioned that on the news. Said it was a bill to help Pokemon or something. I happened to read the actual text of the bill in Papa's study the other day. The one phrase that kept popping up throughout the whole thing was to monitor and manage Pokemon. It's pretty much a friendship bill in name only. I can't believe he tried to deprive Pokemon of their freedom. Papa seriously changed. So you're against your father's bill? Pokemon should be able to live freely. They don't need to be managed. Even during the R incident, Pokemon were the victims. It was cruel people who were responsible. Sorry, this isn't what we're here to discuss. This is what you wanted to talk about yesterday, isn't it? I just wanted someone to listen to me. I'm glad I could talk to you about it, Tim. I'm always happy to lend an ear, but are you sure you don't need any other help? Yes, I'm fine now, really. Let's get to the real topic of the day, the duel. That's right. Yesterday you said you could introduce me to a professor from Rhyme University. Yes, Professor Gordon. He's a leading figure in the field of mineral archaeology. He researches the connections between minerals and ancient civilizations. I figured he could probably tell us something about the duel. Right now, though, he's conducting research at the Sylvan ruins. We'll have to travel quite a ways to see him. Yeah, those ruins are pretty far from here. Fieldwork is a huge part of mineral archaeology. Once the professor sets out, he usually doesn't come back for several months. Sounds like we'd better go meet him there then. Yeah, who knows how long we'll be waiting if we just stay here. Okay, we'd better get going if you want to get there before sundown. Huh? You coming too, Rachel? I mean, it's not like you actually know Professor Gordon. I'm the one taking his class. Besides, I think it will be fun to help a great detective work out with a case. Hey, this isn't all fun and games, you know. It is a game. Literally. The fabled Aurora. In the Sylvan ruins. Charjabug, a Monferno, the Big Bear.
Why is it snowing?
Because it can.
Just what's going on here? Oh, it's freezing cold.
And it's just here in this specific area.
Interesting. So it's only snowing around the ruins. No way that's normal. For now, let's find the professor. You may be able to tell us something about all this. Oh, the poor monkeys. Good plan. The ruins are just up this hill. We should be able to find him there. Just up the hill? Okay, let's go, Tim. Is the hill right or to the left? And around it. Contracts bzzzt and expands. What a strangely shaped Pokemon. Yeah, you don't see these in Rhyme City. Round eyes that look around and round. This sure is a cute Pokemon. Well, hello there.
Yes.
Hello, what are you up to all the way out here? I'm a fossil collector. I travel all over the world searching for new additions to my collection. This is my partner, Zigzagoon. Rock Smasher, and he's called. Poor little guy. Fossils, huh? Do you really think you'll find some here? Ha! Do you have any idea how incredible these ruins are? There are countless fossils buried around here, just waiting to be unearthed, and I intend to do just that. Wow, even evidence of an ancient civilization and fossils? Sounds like the kind of place legends are born from. Furthermore, new research has confirmed that the construction of these ruins coincided with a huge meteor shower. Hundreds of meteorites are said to have fallen from the sky and landed here. Yes, here! Truly, these ruins are the stuff of legends. Well, I hope you're able to find some fossils. Thank you. Oh, and before I forget, do you happen to know of any Pokemon that are capable of breaking this boulder? There's something behind it. I can feel it in my bones. It might even be a fossil. My Zigzagoon usually helps me with this sort of thing, but the little fella's poor paws are frozen numb. We don't want to have charged all the way out here for a fossil excavation just to be stopped by some nippy weather, you know? Get him inside the Pokeball then. Yeah, I wish there was something we could do. Me too, but it's not like either of us can bust a big boulder like that. If we could just find a Pokemon strong enough to break rocks. Hey, Liveni, Leaf Tailor. Levan, it's a Liveni. It looks kinda anxious. Do you think there's something wrong? Hey Liveni, did something bad happen? I see, it's worried because some Swatloons still haven't come home. Liveni's gonna look for them a lot already and can't find them anywhere. With how cold it is here, I can see why Liveni's worried. If we find a Swatloon, let's tell them to come home. Good idea. Apparently there are 2 Swatloon missing. 2 of them. Got it. Okay, Liveni, leave the Swatloon to us. Liva? Nah, don't worry about it. We can look for them while we're conducting our own investigations. Liv. It wants us to deliver these clothes to the Swatloon when we find them because they're probably shivering in this cold. These are clothes for Swatloon. Yeah, Liveni can use the sticky silk to weave clothes out of leaves. Okay, got it, Liveni. We'll search for those Swatloon and deliver these clothes to them too. So you just sit tight to stop worrying. Lee. I will do that. Fiery tail, burning spirit, and very cold. That's a Monferno. It probably lives around here. It doesn't look too happy. Mon. It doesn't like how cold it's gotten so suddenly. Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Hey!
Can't you create fire, Monferno? I'd think that would help you deal with the cold. Oh, it's so cold that it's hard to heat up your flame. It says it might leave this area if this cold continues much longer. I guess it prefers warm places. I hope the weather gets better soon. About the snow.
Hey.
Snowfall is pretty rare here, isn't it? Mon, this is the first time you've seen snow here when it's not winter. When did the snow start? Mon, Monferno. A few days ago, as it says, right when some humans arrived. Clouds suddenly started to gather above the ruins, and then it started to snow. It's really strange that the snow is only falling around the ruins. Yeah, maybe we'll learn more if you pay them a visit. Humans again. Some pink berries are growing here. Yeah, those are nana berries. Exercise extreme caution. So talk to it. Oh, it's an Ursaring. You don't see those back in Rhyme City very often. You sure don't look happy, Ursaring. Is something wrong? You came all this way from a faraway bamboo forest with your Ursaring friend to look for food. But now your friend has been missing for days? I can see why it's worried. Let's help Ursaring search for its friend. Yeah, we may be in the middle of an investigation, but I'm worried about that other Ursaring. Do you have any other information that might help us search? Ursa. The last time you saw your friend, he was headed toward the ruins. Sounds like that other Ursaring may be inside them. Okay, we'll let you know if you find your friend. And the Swatloon are missing. Some red berries are growing here. Those look like haben berries. We obviously have to go up there, but I just wanted to see, because it looked like there was a road here too. Yeah. Oh, you again. We meet again, Detective. Remember me? Who are you again? Oh, come on. It's me, the quiz professor. Now, let's get started on today's Pokemon quiz. Answer with the correct Pokemon and I'll give you some fun trivia about that Pokemon as a reward. She was at the park in Rhyme City too. We're actually pretty busy right now. Okay, question number 1. What winged Pokemon has a round body and adorable eyes? The correct Pokemon can be found close by, so get out there and find it. She's not listening to us at all. Well, if you happen to come across the answer, I guess we can tell her. Some yellow berries, and those are pineapple berries. Cuties. Leaf bobbers. Oh, they're cute. Low. Low, low. Low, low, low. Those are Lotet. They're singing so cheerfully. Sorry to bother you when you're having so much fun, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? About you.
Hey.
You three seem really happy. I take it you're not bothered by the cold. They said a little cold snap like this is no problem when they can sing. They want to hurry up and evolve because it's their dream to dance together. We should ask Ludicolo at the Hyatt Cafe to join them then.
Hey.
Have you three always lived here? So, you love it here because it's warm and has plenty of food. It's a shame the weather's like this now. Apparently they're just fine, but they're worried about the other Pokemon around here. I hope the snow stops soon.
Tim! Over here!
Okay.
Hey, Lotat. How does it feel to live your life floating on the water?
Floating on the water feels so nice.
Wow. What a way to live.
Good talk. Blueberries, and those are Yachi berries. Yucky. Did we already see the flying Pokemon? There was a Leavanny and a Zigzagoon. No. Phew, that was quite a hike. Hey Tim, there are a lot of Pokemon here that I've never seen in the city. Yeah, same here. But that Ursaring we saw just outside isn't native to this area. Maybe it came here looking for food. We've talked to it. Say, where's Gordon anyway? Huh? It looks like someone's here. Oh, that's...
Oh, what are you doing here?
Standing. Professor Gordon's assistant, Chris Honor. Curry enthusiast, Munchlax.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you during your work, Chris. My name is Rachel, and this is Tim. I'm a student of Professor Gordon's, and Tim here also attends Rhyme University. Oh, you're students? What brought you all the way out here? There's something we want to ask Professor Gordon about. We were hoping to talk to him. The professor? Oh dear. He entered the ruins 2 days ago and, well, as you can see, he hasn't come back yet. Aren't you worried? Huh? Whoa, whoa, what are you saying? Oh, the professor's always like this. He's absolutely obsessed with his research in the ruins. I'm pretty sure he's deep inside him right now with his partner Slowpoke. As much as I wish I could check on him, there's some kind of trick to opening the door to the ruins. You have to trip some sort of mechanism to open it, but I can't figure it out. He usually makes it back without issue. I'm sure he's fine. Hey, in case you haven't noticed, it's freezing. Can you really afford to be so carefree about this? I guess we have to figure out how to use the mechanism if we want to meet Gordon. Okay, Chris, we'll go look for Professor Gordon and his Slowpoke. You? I'm not sure that's the best idea. Don't worry, Tim and Pikachu are detectives, famous all over Rhyme City. Oh, you're Dad, Tim, the great detective. In that case, I'm a lot less worried. Okay, I'll leave the research for the Professor and Slowpoke to you. Just don't push yourselves too hard. Right, first we'll investigate the entrance to the ruins. I won't be much help if I'm looking at the same things you are. I'll go look around the perimeter of the ruins. Thanks. Okay, let's start investigating that entrance. I mean, I am going to, but I first want that bird Pokemon. Some Koba berries. I think it might have been to Cannon, actually. Swatloon. Find safety in Swatling. It's a Swatloon. Looks like it didn't go home because it's too cold to move. Let's give it the clothes we got from Livani. Is there going to be a change? No. It looks a lot happier now. Now you can get back to Livani, right? It seems really worried about you. You should hurry on home, okay? Swatloon. There was one. This is the only tree without any berries growing on it. What kind of tree is it then? I don't know. Eldegoss says thick cotton fluff. Eldegoss. That sure is the fluffy Pokemon. Yeah, thank you for that. There's another way down. What do you suppose grows here?
Whoa!
Oh, monkey? Persimmon, the premier pitcher. Big. Whoa, a Persimmon was in this tree? Simmy! We woke you up from your nap. Sorry about that. Pass. It's been noisy around here lately because of all of the strange visitors. Is he talking about the Professor and Chris? Maybe. Let's ask for more details.
Hey!
Do you live here, Persimmon? Simmy! Apparently Persimmon and its troop have lived here a long time. It says they never have to worry about food because so many berries grow around here. So this is a pretty easy place to live, I guess. It says it's been seeing humans around here recently. Recently? Were there no humans here before? Humans used to live here a long time ago, but now they're a rare sight. And it only knew that humans used to live here because that's what its grandfather told it. If humans once lived here, it must have been a really long time ago. Okay, let's first talk to Cannon, because I kind of want to solve the Pokemon puzzle work thing first. Oh, yeah, but that is a quest that we're doing. Can I talk to Cannon? Okay, it's supposed to be a bird Pokemon. Right, that was it. What winged Pokemon is... Yes, okay. I think it's you. A winged Pokemon with adorable eyes. What is that? Oh, that's another monkey. Okay. Oh, you! Of course, I forgot about you. It's a Rowlet. This Pokemon has adorable eyes and a round body. Just like the quiz professor said. You think she was talking about this Pokemon? She must have been. Okay, let's go back to the professor and tell her what we found. Thank you. Totally forgot that we talked to those two before. There you go. Oh, hello, Detective. Have you figured out the answer? It's Rowlet. Bingo, that's it. Maybe I gave too many hints. Rowlets are nocturnal. During the day, they stay still and photosynthesize. When they hunt, they silently sneak up on their prey and attack it with fierce kicks. Glad we didn't meet it at night then. We might have learned about our sneak attacks the hard way. On to question number 2. What Pokemon has a blocky body, impressive jaws, and will shock you if you touch it? A blocky body? Is there really a Pokemon like that? We've talked to it. Maybe it's an electric type Pokemon. I guess we can keep an eye out for it. Now we just go back to Rowlet and to charge your bike. Don't forget to charge your bike.
Ah.
Oh, you look just like what the quiz professor described. Yeah, she must have been talking about Charjabug. Oh, it's nothing important. Sorry if we startled you. Anyway, now that we know the answer, let's go tell her. Just a little fellow working on some puzzles. Judging by the look on your face, you found the answer. Yep, the answer is Charjabug. Exactly, good job. Charjabug eat fallen leaves and convert them into electricity. And they can store that electricity just like a battery. Seems like they'd be pretty useful Pokemon to have in the great outdoors. If only a certain Pikachu had that talent. Hey Tim, you know I can hear you, right? And now for question number 3, this is the last one. What Pokemon is soft and fluffy all over? Wow, that last question is really vague. Just find the fluffiest Pokemon around these ruins. Soft and fluffy, huh? I wonder if anyone could beat this fine fur coat of mine. I think it's the Eldegoss. Or you. But cotton is really fluffy, right? It's Eldegoss. It's really fluffy. That is an impressive amount of fluff. Eldegoss has got to be the answer to the quiz's professor question. Alright then, let's go back and tell her the answer. I mean, you're fluffy too. So, Detective, have you identified the fluffiest fluffster around the ruins? Yes, of course. The answer is Eldegoss. Yes, that's correct. Didn't you just want to give it a big hug? Not really. By the way, Eldegoss's cotton is used as a material for all sorts of clothing. And not only that, the seeds attached to its cotton are highly nutritious for Pokemon. It really is an amazing Pokemon. Not only cute, but helpful as well. Cute and helpful? Is there anything it can't do? Our daily lives really are improved by so many different Pokemon helping us out. Well, that's it for today's quiz. I hope you're looking forward to the next time we meet. Not necessarily. I've got a feeling we're gonna keep running into her. Yes, well, please go easy on us, okay? Well, it helps. And I think the other two are both going to be inside of the ruin. And these are worshipping Clefable. Okay, let's take a good close look and figure out what sort of mechanism we're working with. Careful not to miss any details. Yeah, I know. Let's see, where should we look first? This tile right here has a design carved into it. What do you suppose this design means? I have no idea. I'm not an archaeologist. Fair enough, it might have meant something to Gordon though. I wonder.
Investigating ancient ruins feels like a real adventure, doesn't it?
It does.
Huh?
There's some sort of picture on the door. Yeah, must be some kind of relief. Relief. It looks like a person holding up a Pokemon. Yeah, it does. Do you think it's a clue about the mechanism?
Okay.
Could be. I think we've checked everything that stands out. Yeah, we just gave the place a quick glance, but I think we've got plenty to work with now. They're faint, but I see some footprints on this tree. Judging by the shape, I'd say these are human. Not sure if they're Gordons though. Someone must have climbed this tree, but why would they do that? The branch is missing here. And it fell. He's not alerted by anything else, it seems. Snow is piled up above the door. Looks like quite a lot has fallen. We did hear that it's been snowing for several days straight. I hope we figure out what caused that.
Okay.
I think that's just about everything. Yeah, I think we've seen enough here. Well, we looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. It looks like Chris was right. It won't open unless we activate some sort of mechanism. What's the mechanism to get this door open? Even after investigating the area, we still can't figure it out. Makes sense, we're not archaeology experts after all. I think we should use our own methods to solve this. What do you mean? Our detective skills. You know, conducting investigations, interviewing witnesses, all that jazz. Chris might know more about the ruins. And maybe someone saw Gordon open the door. But who? Oh, you mean the Pokemon will live here? Exactly. Let's go interview witnesses and see if we can round up clues. I think we just have to hold up a Pokemon.
Come on.
This Munchlax appears to be Chris's partner. Ask you anything, huh? Don't mind if we do.
Hey.
What are you doing here? He says he's helping Chris. What sort of help do you do? Your job is to eat a lot so there are no leftovers at the end of the day. It sounds like he's just a glutton.
Hey.
What's Gordon's partner Slowpoke like? It says Slowpoke's always with the big man. It must mean Professor Gordon. Slowpoke is really nice and he sometimes lets you eat his tail. And his tail is sweet and delicious. Seems like Slowpoke is pretty generous. About Professor Gordon. Do you know what Gordon was doing when he entered the ruins? He was eating something while he investigated the ruins. Oh. We have many berries here. He must have been in quite a hurry if he was snacking and researching at the same time. What did Gordon do after that? He was moving around strangely near the entrance. And he was acting so weird, a Pokemon up in a tree started laughing at him. So it wasn't just Munchlax and Chris that were watching the professor. The Pokemon saw him too. What happened after that? The next thing he knew, Gordon was gone. Let's ask him more about that other Pokemon.
Hey.
Right, Munchlax. You said there was a Pokemon watching Gordon from up in a tree. What kind of Pokemon was it? Lax. You don't know because you'd never seen that kind of Pokemon before, huh? Where did it go? He says it disappeared down that path to the left. It's always better to hear what each Pokemon has to say. Let's make sure we've talked to them all. We know which one we need to talk to about. What is it?
Hey, Munchlax. Is it true that you eat your own weight in food every day?
Yeah, so what?
It must be hard on Chris.
Imagine him evolving. Oh, look at that! I almost want to bury my face in all that soft looking fluff. Hey Tim, you've got a fluffy friend right by your side, remember? You don't want to talk to this Pokemon then? Talk to all the Pokemon except for the one that is him. Sugar berries, yes.
Hey.
Did you see a human around here with a Slowpoke? You saw a human doing something in front of the ruins while you were up there in the tree. What was he doing, the human? He was trying to lift Slowpoke up in front of the door? But Slowpoke was too heavy to lift, so the human started climbing up a tree instead. Well, that's proof then. Persimmon also says it was laughing its head off watching them. The professor climbed a tree? What in the world was he up to? I'm really curious about what Persimmon told us. You mean about Gordon climbing a tree before he entered the ruins? He must have had a reason. Persimmon also said the professor tries to lift up Slowpoke, right? And remember, the relief on the door also depicted someone holding up a Pokemon. Do you think there's something on top of the door? It sure sounds possible. Let's go look up there.
Alright then. Just a little climb, no problem.
It was a problem for you before.
Finally made it.
Couldn't you
Anything up
show
there?
us?
Let me catch my breath first. That's no way to treat a Pokemon. This tile has the same design as the one down there.
Stand on it together. What did you see on top of the door? There was a tile with the same design as the one on the ground by the door. Same design? Let's think back over what we know. Gordon climbed the tree before entering the ruins. Yeah, it must have been to open the door. Right, so there's gotta be some sort of key or switch to open it. Have you seen anything that fits that description? Let's see, something like a key or a switch. The tile with a unique design. It's gotta be the tile with the unique design. I could see that being a switch to open the door. Right, I think that's pretty likely. Hey Thijs. Okay, I'll try stepping on it. Ah, I felt something. It sank down a bit when I pressed on it. It's definitely a switch then, but the door still didn't budge. There must be some other way to open it. Try to deduce how, Tim.
Tim! A bolt of...
Brilliant.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was gonna have a bolt of brilliance. Guess it was just a false alarm. Sorry.
I think you have to get up. Did you figure out how to open the door? Press both switches.
Oh,
There are two switches with the same design, one above the door and one below the door. Maybe the door will open if you press them both. So you think Gordon's climbed the tree to press the switch above the door? Yeah, and he had Slowpoke press the one below. Then maybe all we gotta do is press both switches at once. Let's try it out. Well, we know now it's going to work. Okay, let's press both switches at once. You can press the one down here, Tim. I'll get the one on top. Thanks, Pikachu. I know I volunteered, but climbing trees is actually pretty tough.
Gotta climb up again.
Well, he's not going to show us.
okay, Pikachu. You press that one.
Yep. Leave it to me.
Keep your foot on it. You're not heavy enough, are you?
Yes!
There we go. Alright, now we can get inside. Let's go find the professor. The southern ruins. One floor down. So this is what the ruins are like inside. Why is it so cold? Yeah, it's freezing in here too. What's going on? I know it's snowing outside, but this still feels really unnatural. Snow outside, ice inside. I bet there's a connection. Do you think the professor's alright after 2 whole days in here? I hope so. We should probably hurry. I'm not sure what we'll find in here, so I'll go scout ahead. Thanks, Tim. Okay, let's go find Gordon. You don't even have a Pikachu of your own. Looks like there are 3 different ways to go. Which way do you think the professor went? I think the one up ahead, because we see... there's something on the floor. It's a brand new handkerchief. Trevor Gordon. Professor Gordon's name is embroidered on it. So it's Gordon's handkerchief, eh? The fact that we found the professor's handkerchief here means he must have come to this room. Yeah, but I don't see Gordon anywhere. Where do you think he went? We might be able to find some more clues about that. Let's investigate this area carefully. Okay, 3 persimmons and an H/. Oh, hi. There's a SWAT loon. It looks so cold. It's practically frozen. It must be too cold to walk back home. Quick, let's give it a close that Liveni gave us. SWAT loon. Alright, it looks much better now. Your mother's worried about you, so you should hurry home. SWAT loon. Alright, we found both SWAT loon. Wanna head back now to make sure they made it home safe and sound? Yeah, sure. Then we have this crossed off. Then I don't forget about that, if we need more episodes to finish this one. It looks like both the SWAT loon got back safely. It's thanking us for delivering the last leaf cloves. You're very welcome. Glad to see you both look okay. Now don't go worrying Liveni too much, alright? And now we only need to find the other Ursaring. You could have just put us back inside. Was that? I think that was a Subet. So many ways to go. I think we need to do all 3 anyway. This is the only spot where the snow is piled up like this. There's a hole in the ceiling. Must have blown it from there. You're right, no wonder it's so cold. Wait, does that mean we could have just gotten in through the ceiling? Don't look at me, I didn't see it when I was up there. Besides, it would have been really tough to get down through that hole safely. True, it's not like we brought a rope or anything. This looks like a statue of Persimmon. Like it wants us to give it something. What a weird pose. It's almost like it's offering something. Yeah, now that you mention it, that is strange. I wonder if there's some special meaning to it. Also, the statue has a slight scent to it. Really? I don't smell anything. That's because Pokemon are more sensitive to smell. Now that I'm closer to it, I smell something sour. It's a yes. Makes your eyes hurt, you know, like when you take a big whiff of something spicy? We need berries. There are footprints all over the floor. It looks like someone was walking all around. Some seem to be heading towards that wall, and others look like they're leaving the room. Gordon must have gone in and out of this room several times. There are so many footprints all over the place. I can't tell which way the professor went. And this one, a sweet smell coming from it. Okay, so 3 different berries. This wall looks different from the others. Yeah, there's a relief of H/ carved into it. What in the world could it mean? Hey Tim, look at the floor. What about it? Footsteps. That don't go back. They look like human footprints. From the size, I'd guess they were made by an adult male. You're right. But there's something weird about these footprints. I'll say, the tip of the last footprint is cut off by the wall. So he got through. It's almost like the wall was made after the footprints were left here. That doesn't seem possible though, does it? What could have happened here? I can tell you that, he got through.
Okay, let's start deducing.
I'll do that after I've done the other 2.
Okay, let's start deducing.
I first want to take a look. Oh, hi. This rock seems a little different from the other. It's a Pokemon. Yeah, it's definitely got a pretty strange shape. What do you suppose it's doing here? I think it's a Pokemon.
Well...
It's a wall of ice. Looks like we can't go any farther this way. Yeah, there's no way we can get through a wall this big. I can just barely see through or to the other side though. Really? Let me take a look. Yeah, there's definitely something there.
I see something moving.
Like a flame or something.
Looks like a suspicious shadow.
Maybe something we
Curious
shouldn't.
to know what it is, but we should look into it later.
Yeah. Let's come back another time.
Okay, only the left side now and then we'll deduce. Oh, Slowpoke! For little hat.
Wait, what?
Concentrated deliciousness in the tip of its tail. Yeah, it's a delicacy. Is this the professor's partner Slowpoke? Slowpoke. Easy there, Slowpoke. We're not your partner. Slow. He thought Mr. Go was back, and now he's disappointed. He calls Professor Gordon Mr. Go, huh? That's cute. Hey, Tim. Looks like his feet are frozen solid. I think he's stuck. Yeah, we can't leave him like this. But what can we do to help? What if we ask Rachel for help, and then we try pulling him out together? Sounds like a plan. This is Professor Gordon Slowpoke, right? Yeah, I think so. But why is he frozen? We've got to help him, quick. It won't be easy with ice this solid. She has a Charizard, doesn't she?
Don't worry, we'll pull you free.
I don't think that's going to
3,
work.
2...
Almost there!
Woo! Slam.
Little help here? Not
Very
funny, Rachel!
Come on, quit playing around. Wait,
What?
huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Isn't this Slowpoke's tail?
yeah, but it's edible.
Are you okay?
Yeah, sure.
I see. Your tail really grows back fast.
Eat it.
I
Eat
can
it.
keep this? Don't mind if I do.
Fucking creepy. It's sweet. Looks like we managed to get him free. Thank goodness. He says thank you for rescuing him. I'm really glad we could help. Though you're heavier than you look. Did Slowpoke give you a tail? Oh, I think that the statues, like, we see it on the walls. The 2 berries that we need, and then the third is the Slowpoke's tail. Yeah, don't you know Slowpoke tails are good eats? You can't help but smile when you sink your teeth into one. Huh, you don't say. How'd you end up frozen anyway? Slow? It happened so suddenly that you're not so sure. What about your partner Gordon? Where's he? You were asleep until just now, so you don't know? I wish I was that carefree. Well, that's too bad. So then, what do you remember, Slowpoke? Can you tell us anything at all? Slow. About you.
Hey,
Just to confirm, you're Gordon's partner, right? Slowpoke. Just as we thought. So you came here to help with Gordon's research. And he always brings you along on all his research trips, eh? Slow. What sort of things do you do to help the professor? Slow. You're good at spraying water, eh? How is that helpful to Gordon? It's good for something. Ah, I see. Gordon brings you along instead of bringing Canteen. That's a choice. Why were you frozen? Can you tell us what happened when you got frozen? Apparently it happened so suddenly. He was already frozen by the time he noticed anything was wrong. What was the professor up to when you got frozen? He says that Gordon had gone off somewhere. And my Slowpoke tried to follow. That's when he got frozen. Slow. He says he sat here wondering what to do until he fell asleep. Hard to believe he managed to sleep for 2 days in a place this cold. Where did Professor Gordon go? Was Gordon with you when you entered this room? Slow. Okay, so they were together at that point. When did you and the professor get separated? Right after they reached this room. Gordon told Slowpoke to use this water to wash the dust off a mural. After Slowpoke did that, Gordon suddenly noticed something and rushed out of the room. A bit later, he heard Gordon call out in surprise from the next room. And then there was a rumbling, rocky sound. Slowpoke tried to hurry and catch up, but that's when he got frozen. Slow. And right after you got frozen, you heard that rumble again. So you heard that rumble sound twice, eh, Slowpoke? What did Professor Gordon notice? Do you have any idea what Gordon might have noticed? No dice, huh? The murals in this room are really big. Yeah, I bet there's a clue hidden somewhere in the murals. Thanks for all the info, Slowpoke. You've been a huge help. Slow. That conversation just sounded like a bunch of pika-pikas and slows to me. Still, they talked for a pretty long time. What were they talking about? Could you understand them, Tim? What? No, of course I can't understand them. Alright then, I'm gonna stay here for a while and look after Slowpoke. I want to at least make sure he's okay. He was stuck in that ice for 2 days after all. Got it, thanks Rachel. In that case, let's get back to our investigation. According to Slowpoke, Gordon noticed something when he looked at these murals. Then these murals must hold the key to finding the professor's whereabouts. We'd better take a close look at them. I know what I notice. And something frozen. A statue? So these are the murals the professor was looking at. They both depict Persimmon. Yeah, but how do we know which of these 2 murals he was actually looking at? Maybe he looked at both of them. Either way, we'll have to give them each a thorough inspection. Professor Gordon noticed something when he was looking at these murals. We should check them out as well. Make sure not to miss any details. No, maybe. Okay, where should we look first? Obviously here. Look at this Persimmon's pose. It's holding a berry. You're right, it's got a blueberry. Yeah. Has a pretty strained expression. Like it just ate something sour. Yeah, we know, we know, sweetheart. Yep, no other way to interpret that face. Don't think there's anything else to see in this mural. Yeah, I think we're finished here. Let's go investigate somewhere else. Yes. Okay. You're happy because it tastes good. It's got a yellow berry. We noticed we're not colorblind. Yeah. And we already know the statues do too. Looks like my face when I've just eaten something sweet. Yeah, but we gathered as much already. Okay, good. Can we look at the middle thing? This wall is way more frozen than the others. If you look closely, it seems like there's another mural on the middle wall too. Yep. But with all this ice in the way, we can't see what the mural is depicting. If we want to see this mural, we're gonna have to do something about all this ice first. I wonder what was drawn here. Oh yeah, and we could deduce something. Where could Gordon have gone? Let's think about this to get to the toilet.
Oh,
Maybe this path expands past the relief of H/, and the relief could have blocked off the path after the professor had already gone through. Does that seem possible to you? The entrance to the ruins is closed shut, even though we know Gordon opened it. It's possible that this relief is also an entrance, and it also closed shut after Gordon walked through it. If that's the case, maybe there's another mechanism that will move this relief. Yeah, we've just got to figure out what it is. know that we have to get some berries. Now we need to investigate and figure out what kind of mechanism controls the Aegis-slash wall. How do we do that? There was a unique design on the switches that open the entrance, so that same design might be used inside the ruins too. Not necessarily, we have no reason to think that same type of mechanism is being used here. But that doesn't mean there aren't any visual clues here. Visual clues, eh? For now, let's just look around the ruins for anything that seems unusual. We can think about the mechanism afterward. We've already done that. Did you figure out how we can get past the Aegis-slash relief? This one. Have the statues hold berries?
Oh,
What if we have the statues hold the same berries as the Persimmon in the murals? You know how both the statues and murals depict Persimmon. That makes me think they're both connected to the mechanism. The Persimmon in the murals are holding berries, but the Persimmon statues aren't. So I think we need to make the statues match the murals. I get what you're saying. We could probably pull that off by placing berries on the statues. The statues look like they're perfectly posed for holding berries too. There's just one problem though. Yeah, each mural depicts a different berry. Exactly, which probably means we need to give each of the 3 statues a different berry. But what berry are we supposed to give to which statue? That's not hard. What berry should we place on the statue to the left? I think it's only natural to assume that the leftmost mural and statue correspond to each other. And that mural depicts a yellow berry and a happy Persimmon. Teddy don't. I bet that Persimmon's expression is a clue about the flavor. Could it be smiling because it ate something sweet? Exactly what I was thinking, which means we need to place a sweet yellow berry on the statue. Teddy! Okay, let's go find a berry that ticks those boxes. And for the right we have a sour one. What berry should we place on the middle statue? We couldn't examine the middle mural because it was frozen over. We've got to figure out what to do about that ice first. I don't think there's anything we can do to get rid of ice that thick. True, in that case I think we should get some help from a Pokemon. Yeah, there were lots of Pokemon outside the ruins. Let's go ask the Pokemon if any of them can help. But we're going to do that. If we want to get further into the ruins, we have to gather the berries depicted in the murals. Right, we need a sour berry that's blue and a sweet berry that's yellow. The colors we can see, so that part's easy. But what about the flavors? Even I don't know what every berry tastes like. Guess I'll just have to try them all. What? You're going to eat them? That's the fastest way to get the info we need, right? I guess. Just don't make yourself sick, okay? Don't worry, we Pokemon love berries. Alright Tim, now that we've got a plan, let's go get those berries. We're going to do that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you then. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.